Summer is coming and people around the world are gearing up to go on vacation. But for religious Jews, going on a trip can mean struggling to find food that's kosher, forcing them to eat the same food every day, or just cancel the trip. But one Israeli company has come up with a solution, and Koshwhere lets travelers order kosher food to almost anywhere in the world. The company's CEO and founder, Avital, is here to tell us more. Thanks so much for coming in. So first of all, what is Koshwhere?
So Koshwhere is the one-stop shop for all the kosher food service suppliers around the world. We started a new concept in the travel industry that says if you're a traveler, you're going, in a month, in a week to travel, you can just go to the website, search for a location, a place, and make a 2 minutes order. And pre-order actually your kosher food, so the fresh kosher food being made by the local service provider. Let's say, you put Hilton Barcelona, you can see the menu, you select, you do an order, and then you got the food when you arrive.
Fantastic. Now I see you have something with you. What is this that you brought?
So that's an award we received in the Kosher Fest. Kosher Fest is the largest kosher festival, as you could call it. So all the kosher vendors around the world coming to New Jersey, Secaucus, and presenting to the world all of their kosher solutions. So we presented our service to the world in November 2015. This is actually the first time we showed to the world, and we received the Best Product Award. So it was pretty nice to receive
Definitely
that.
Success.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, how did you come up with this idea? It's very innovative.
So I'm coming from the high-tech industry. I've been traveling, I think until today, more than 1 million miles, and
wow.
I've been carrying with me kosher food. The kosher traveler, it's not an easy experience when you have to get the bag before, go to the grocery store, fill it with kosher food, and then when you arrive at the airport, sometimes you pay overweight fees. So now we just, so while I'm traveling, finding myself in Japan, in Seoul, in Africa, we're doing business. I said, why not, having a website, first of all for me, that can solve, the issue, and that's where this all coming from. And I said, that's actually a need, and it was not only my own problem. It's of course all of the kosher travelers around the world.
Definitely. So the idea of your website is to connect local vendors of kosher food with the people who are traveling to that location,
exactly.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And how have you found it is working with the local vendors? Have they been receptive to the idea?
Sure, yeah. So basically, we allow today kosher suppliers to enroll in the website. Everyone has his own account. They are in real time connected to the system. So they upload, the menu, they upload the prices, delivery fees. So they are just setting up their accounts, they're sending us to review. We of course validate with the local rabbis to make sure this is actually a kosher business, proven business. There are no place to mistake here in the kosher, once you eat kosher. And once we approve them, they are just, give a service in their local place. So the idea is that, every supplier can put, I can give a service 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer, and you can imagine how many hotels and places are now in the kosher range.
Sure.
So the idea is that, today you don't have many kosher hotels. You have probably 100 to 200 hotels around the world. So now with our service, we supply and we allow deliveries to more than 125,000
wow.
hotel. So that means that the kosher traveler can be, it can be anywhere, and their travel possibilities are unlimited.
Definitely. Now, the Jewish press has called your company the Airbnb of kosher food. Why is that?
Airbnb, it's about, putting a website. The idea of putting a website when you have clients in the other side and properties or food on the other side. So the idea is that, so they came with this because, when you rent an Airbnb apartment, imagine now you can put a kosher food in advance. So it's not only for hotels, and the idea is that connecting two entities, and they came up with the Airbnb name.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. So last question, where in the world do you operate? Is it most places in the world?
Today we're based in Ra'anana, and we open soon an office in New York, and we are sending orders all around the world from Australia, Africa, United States, and we're very, very happy, for every order we receive, because even non too many religious Jewish now can see this service and say, why not eating kosher food?
Definitely, if they have the option. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It sounds like you have solved a big problem and made it a very easy solution.
Thank you very
again.
much, Liz. Thank you.